Hello, hello, hello. We are back. And we are reviewing, okay, our preseason rankings. And no one does this, alright? Let me just say, no one is out here being like this honest about their predictions preseason and like reevaluating them. So if you're gonna hammer me like I'm some sort of like ESPN analyst, like I should know all this shit, obviously that's not the case. So you can let me hear it in the comments all you want. I kind of do want to read it. So let's move on and let's look at the ranks. We'll go down the S tier. Obviously, just because the Rams won the Super Bowl, I think it made sense to just keep them in the S tier because they did just win the Super Bowl. So it's kind of hard to see them just fall off until we saw the Bills make them fall off week one. So that's safe in my opinion. I feel like it's kind of hard to not rank them S tier. Imagine putting them in no fucking chance after winning the Super Bowl. I mean, they had a chance. So obviously that's out of the way. The Bucks, it's Tom Brady, so yeah, S tier. Like Gronk could have came back eventually. You never know. Like that's an S tier team at the time for 2022 preseason. Chiefs, they won the Super Bowl. Like I didn't really predict it, but I had them where where they should would have been. I don't speak English, right? You know this. So and then the Bills, without Von Miller hurt, it could have happened. That's an S tier team. But then right below them, the team that was in the Super Bowl deep playoff run, the Eagles. I knew that they had the squad. I didn't know about the coaching, but I knew that they had the squad. All right, and I was right. So like I could say like I'm kind of 5 for 5 here right now. All right, I'm kind of 5 for 5. Now after that team, we start to like slip. All right, the Vikings. It's primetime Kirk don't work. You know what I'm saying? The Broncos. I mean, on paper they just looked phenomenal, so it doesn't really make sense why that didn't really end up working, but you can use this kind of same template, just replace a few teams. I might be able to do that for another video, obviously, but the Ravens kind of should have been up there in the deep playoff run, but their quarterback got hurt, so Lamar. I don't know. Things changed, but honestly, if you think about it, like this is still pretty accurate. If the Vikings didn't get bounced by the Giants, I mean, that could have happened. They could have went deep. I don't know. That's just whatever. Playoff locks. Kyler Murray, how could I predict he's going to tear his ACL and have a video game season instead of, looking good and being a great quarterback and doing shit like that? He just didn't. So, the Dolphins made the playoffs. I called that. I mean, they weren't expected to, but I called that. So, the Packers, don't really remember if they made it or not, to be honest with you. I know that they're one and done all the time, so we're just gonna. I don't think they made it, so whatever. Chargers, I think didn't make it either. Did they? No, they did, but they didn't win. Yeah. So I was around that. The Lions, I think did, but they didn't. No, don't think they did. No, they didn't. But they did look really good this season, so I was kind of right about that. The Raiders, I was wrong. I was wrong about the Broncos. I was wrong about the Raiders, and I was wrong about the Vikings. Okay, those I can, and maybe the Cardinals. I was 4 misses. All right, that's what we'll say are misses. Maybe the Packers, but that's it. I wouldn't even say that because who can you predict about injuries? You know what I'm saying? Kyler Murray 4. We'll take Kyler off and replace it with the Packers 4 misses. Possible playoffs. I was right about the Niners, obviously. They're pretty good, so that should have been a playoff lock, but I just, kind of doubt them sometimes. Cowboys, I don't even remember if they made it. I think they made it and lost again, I don't remember because I like the Bills too much. And I don't care about the Cowboys because who fucking cares? They barely do anything. Bengals they kicked our ass. It was a sad ending, very sad ending. But yeah, coach, just more power to you. Possible playoffs. I just thought because that division, it was tough. It was so tough to determine who's making playoffs and who's not. Preseason of that division, that was insane. For what happened in that off season, it was so hard to determine who's gonna win that. Steelers didn't really look good. That did not pan out. The Panthers kind of heated up at the end of the season, and the Jags made the playoffs. So I was pretty right for the pre season, and then no fucking chance. Patriots. That was a lock all season. Jets lock all season. Houston Texans lock all season. Falcons, that was a lock. The Washington Commanders lock. Giants made it. They had a chance. I was wrong. Bears, no chance. Browns, no chance. Seahawks, they did heat up somehow, so don't understand how. Colts, no chance. Titans, no chance. And honestly, at the time, the Titans having no chance was a hot take. Okay, and I was right. All right, so these standings, I kind of popped off for my first ranking video in my first that was early on. I just started YouTube. All right, at that point, and the rank, that's a fire rank. You can't get all of them right, but after one season. I don't know, man. And if you look at my other videos, man, I was hitting on bets early in the season too. I had to get Nick Wright right in this video too. And then I kind of gave up because I was trending towards even. And then I didn't have an even season. So I was like, I'm done. No one's watching anyway. You see the views. Come on. Well, hopefully that will change after this, After seeing that I'm actually, picking good bets. Doubling down. But I'm just going to leave it at that here. Alright. I'm going to be making my NFL picks next season. I'm going to be making some videos this off season so I can actually get some views for next season. That'd be great. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. So I was right with most of my picks. And yeah, go check out my other videos. Thank you. Peace.